Good morning. It's the Call Flo Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, you can be if you give us a call at 434-394-0924. That's the number to call for the Call Flo Radio Show. My name is Chris Wood, and we're going to ask you to hold off on your calls for the first part of our program because we do have some special guests behind our mic here in the Francis E. Wood Studios. With me, I have Reverend Pauline Stokes and Jamie Ruff. They are with the NAACP chapter for Prince Edward County, and we welcome you to WFLO.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes. We'll start off with Pauline, Reverend Pauline. And Pauline, how did you, or tell us a little bit about you.
About me?
About you, yes.
I am a resident of Prince Edward County. I was born and raised in Rehired, Virginia. I am one of the students that was left out when the school closed. Actually, you don't hear my story much because I'm one of the ones that was late going to school. I was going on 9 years old when I started school, so I had missed a lot by not attending school at an early age. That's how I was affected. Later on, when the funding came out for us to attend college, I was one of the first ones to attain the grant funding to complete my bachelor degree, and I was so thankful for that. And then, I'm pastor of a church in Petersburg, Virginia, under the leadership of my late pastor, Reverend Dennis Blandon, who I had followed from my home church, Forest Baptist Church, to Petersburg, Virginia. And I've served on many boards in Prince Edward County and now on the NAACP, which I enjoy doing. I'm the chair of the Freedom Fund Committee.
Okay.
All
right.
That committee is tasked to raise money for the year for all the activities that take place in the NAACP. So it's so important that we get out and meet our people. We use a lot of guest speakers come in, and we do a lot of activities. We plan and recognize the people, the leaders in the community, and I just enjoy what I do.
It sounds like you do. It sounds like you have a pretty busy life as well.
Oh, yes.
outside of the church and the NAACP, it keeps you busy.
I am retired, though. I'm retired.
Oh, you're retired?
From,
all right.
Prince Edward County Extension Office, Virginia Corporate Extension through Virginia Tech. So I've been retired for 3 years, but it seems like I'm still doing work.
It seems like when you retire, you are, you think, oh, well, I can sit back and relax and all that. No, it's not going to happen. Not if you don't let it happen, right?
Yeah.
It's great. All right. Then we have Jamie Ruff. Now, Jamie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm glad I'm going after Reverend Stokes because really I'm very boring. There's nothing special about me. Lived on and off in Farmville for about 30 years. I moved here in the early 90s. I was here for about 4 years. Then my job transferred me to South Boston. I was there for 10 years. And I transferred back up here and finally was laid off from my employer in 2008. And I've been in the community since then, active with several organizations on and off. And that's about it for me. Well,
all right, we're here to talk about a special event that's coming up. 1964, right? 60
Yes.
years ago. We're going to honor some people there who were going through that when the schools closed and all of that. So it basically is a commemoration to the 61st year, excuse me, I said 60, but it's the 61st year of the public schools reopening and a celebration of those local black educators affected by the closing. And it's a 3-day celebration, correct?
Correct.
And it starts up when?
Starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow, that's right. It's May 15th.
2 o'clock.
Through the 17th, okay. And what are some of the programs that you'll be sharing with the community during this celebration?
The main program is going to be Saturday night. It's the NAACP Freedom Fund Banquet. That'll be 3 o'clock at the Fireman's Arena. Prior to that, though, there'll be events at Moulton Museum. Those will be Thursday and Friday starting at 2 o'clock, where the theme of the event, the weekend, is honoring the teachers who were displaced during desegregation. As you can imagine, when they closed the schools, they all lost their jobs. And then unemployed for 5 years. And then when we reopened the schools, a lot of them were just phased out.
I forgot that it was 5 years that all of this was happening, and that they finally reopened the schools after that.
Right.
Yeah.
And people really just don't, they don't understand what the teachers went through. They had to find employment, and they had to leave their families and go elsewhere to work. So it was devastation to the family as a whole, because the mother was not in the home, and the children are left with the father. So, the home was broken.
Yes.
And that people really don't realize what really happened, and how it would affect us to this day. And that's lessons from the future. Let's not let this happen again.
Of course. Well, now, you told me that James G.
Yes, Mr. G. James
Mr. G. Is he kind of coordinating all of this?
He's the president of the Prince Edward NAACP chapter.
Okay, busy guy as
Yes,
well.
and we are excited to partner this year with the Robert Russell Morton Museum. So we're working together on this event to make it larger and bigger. And we're just so thrilled to be able to bring some of the information to the public and let them know about some of the teachers that worked during that time. The family members are coming in. They're going to tell a story.
Tell
about
stories.
that.
That's right.
Yes, telling that story.
Having the stories to tell, and basically word of mouth type of thing, getting people together to share their stories as well. Well, now let's see. At 2 o'clock on tomorrow and the 16th, and these programs will be where? At the Moulton Museum?
Yes.
You said, okay. And the event culminates with an annual Freedom Fund Banquet. Now, tell us a little bit about that. I know it's going to be great food and all of that, but is it going to be fancy, or is it going to be, casual, or how are we going to do that?
Probably fancy.
It's going to be fancy.
It's in my formal.
Yeah, time to dress up and celebrate.
It's going to be a beautiful event. We have our guest speaker,
Reverend Eric Griffin.
Is he Griffin? The Griffin?
He's the son.
Okay.
The late Francis Griffin was the fighting preacher that did so much for this community. He is our guest. We have a singer, Mr. Harris. He's going to be singing, and we have our caterers, Ernest Toner and his group going to be catering our food, and the food is always delicious. And so we're just going to have a good time, and usually all of the NAACP's branches in this area will come together.
Sure.
And in the community, they are so well supportive of us. But we're running a little late. a little behind on our tickets. We're not doing a good job selling our tickets this year. So we're just asking everyone to come out and support us and buy a ticket.
Do you have to buy a ticket ahead of time, or can you buy a ticket at the door?
Being we're so kind of far behind, we're going to ask that you can also get them at the door.
Okay. All right. And how much are the tickets?
Tickets are $35.
$35.
$35. And I'm sure they'll get their money's worth.
Oh, yes, yes. They definitely going to get the money worth.
Yeah. This is this a first-time celebration that you're having for this area? Of course, it's commemorating 61 years, but are you going to plan on keeping this celebration on a yearly basis, or semi, or just this one time?
The banquet is the annual fundraiser for the NAACP.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, the theme may change from year to year, but they do have a banquet every year.
Yes.
Okay.
Because this is our major fundraiser for all the activities for the year. And we're
Great.
tasked to do that. So.
All right. Well, that's great. Well, how many members do you have as far as in the Prince Edward NAACP? How many members do you have there?
The meetings are well attended. There's usually about 30 people at each meeting. And I would say the roles are probably...
Enroll or membership is about
Membership.
200.
Yeah.
Right.
And active members about 30.
Okay. And if anybody wants to become a member, who do they contact?
They'll contact
Anybody?
Miss Rachel Dove. She is chair of the membership committee. And I think you can also go online with the National NAACP and register there as a member too. So, but
Okay.
she is a chairperson for Prince Edward County.
All right. Now, I know that Prince Edward was a lot of attention was drawn to this area, but I was talking to Jamie earlier. This affected a whole lot of people in different areas. In your area as well, about down in when you were in North Carolina,
Yeah,
was it?
Greensboro, where the sit-in started. Some people would say that's the beginning of the civil rights movement, but the civil rights movement began and continues to be probably one of the defining issues in the United States.
Well, wouldn't argue with that at all. Wouldn't argue with that. Now, you mentioned that you were a reverend and your church was in Petersburg. Is that right? What was the name of your church?
The name of my church is Baptist Temple Baptist Church. 646 Plum Street in Petersburg, Virginia.
And Petersburg's coming up well. You know, it's becoming more of a, I guess, restoration. They've been doing a lot of restoration and things to make it more of a touristy area as well.
You can see the difference there, what they're building up, and we are in the historical part of Petersburg.
Oh, that's nice too. Well, Reverend Pauline Stokes and Jamie Ruff, do you have anything else that you would like to add?
Well, tickets are still available. You can get them at Moulton, or you can contact Reverend Stokes or Chucky Reed. I'm not going to mention myself because I just have one book. But
Well, that's all right.
Yeah,
You can mention yourself. Jamie Ruff, that's right. And I see that you have, Reverend Stokes, you have someone who came with you today. Tell us a little bit about KK.
KK is actually a friend of mine, my brother's fiance's son, and I recently started taking care of him. He's just a handful. He is so lovable. He lives here in Farmville, Virginia, and his mother just started to work, and so it's a pleasure to keep him because, you know, you got to work to keep the family going.
Yeah, you do. Well, he is a doll. He's what, about 5 years old?
He's five years old. They relocate from Texas, and he couldn't get into school for some reason here in Prince Edward.
This year.
This year. So hopefully things will change, and education is so important, and that's one of the things we're advocating about is no cuts to the funding of Head Start. That's its beginning, and statistics have shown that Head Start students, when they start school, they are well advanced, are far advanced than the children that have not attended Head Start. So that's a very important
I see.
program.
Very good. And you're active with that as well?
Yes.
She's a very busy lady. Anyway, okay, coming up, exciting events starting tomorrow at the Moton Museum, and those start up at 2 o'clock, and they go until
5:30.
Till 5:30. You'll get to hear some fantastic stories, some heartbreaking, some joyous, from these special teachers who are going to come in and tell their stories.
Yes,
It's
their
wonderful.
family members. Most of them are dead.
Oh,
I
okay.
may have passed.
Yeah, of course. What am I thinking of?
That's okay.
That was 61 years ago, of course. Family members, I probably should say. And then, of course, on Saturday, it looks like we're going to have some pretty good weather for
Yes,
the
it's
banquet.
rain. We
And it
need
will
the
be
rain.
at
it starts at 3 o'clock.
the Fireman's Sports Arena there at 1328 Zion Hill Road.
Yes.
And tickets are still available.
Yes.
They're $35, and I know that you'll get your money's worth. And it's also to help the Prince Edward NAACP perform and, do all their programs that they do.
Yes.
All right. Sounds great. We appreciate you coming in and sharing the WFLO microphone with us this morning on Call Flo.
Thank you so much for having us.
And good luck and have a great day.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank
and
you.
best of luck for the commemoration celebration.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, that was Reverend Pauline Stokes and Jamie Ruff from the NAACP. Their event starting tomorrow, 2 o'clock, at the Moton Museum, and on the 15th, that's tomorrow, and the 16th through the 17th. And on the 16th, they'll also have some programs at the Moton Museum. And then the 17th, Saturday, their Freedom Fund banquet at 3 p.m. So we have 24 minutes after 8 o'clock. And I've got Noah in the studio with me.
Chris,
Good
how you
morning,
doing?
Noah.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Doing well. Doing good. Yeah.
Yep. How
Good
was
to
your
see
weekend? Your Mother's Day weekend?
It was okay. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
My Nana's down,
I know.
Permanently?
Yeah, permanently.
so she was there, obviously. And yeah, it was good. It was a good weekend. Yeah,
all
got a lot of stuff done. So, how was your weekend, Chris? How did you celebrate Mother's
I
Day?
celebrated
being a mother?
with my daughters, Kate and Laura. Trey had some other special plans with his school.
Sure.
I think they had a graduation picnic or something like that he felt obligated to go to. So that's fine. I'll see him soon,
Yeah.
one way or the other. But anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a good time. Great weather for it, too.
It was very nice.
And Laura's husband, Frank Eways, is a wonderful cook. Can you get KK's coat? It's hanging up there. He's looking out the door thinking, where's my coat? Oh, there you go. He's so cute. Okay. All right. Yes, we hung it up with the adult coats there, and he was coming back wide-eyed, and I figured that's what he had
That's
forgotten.
exactly what he was looking for.
Yeah. Anyway, Frank made this wonderful manicotti, and it was absolutely delicious. So I brought a bunch of that home.
Wow.
So I've been eating off of that for the past couple of days. However, I'm going to make that Marry Me shrimp casserole
You do that, Chris.
tonight.
Let me know how that goes.
Tonight. Oh, I'm not only going to let you know how it goes, I'm going to bring some in tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like a plan. All right. Got some nice flowers.
Very nice. Very nice.
And my grandchildren are growing up so fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
One's going to be 13, one's going to be 11,
Wow.
and the two older ones are going to be 20. I know. It's amazing how they grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you ever tell them? Are you ever like, I remember when you were in diapers? Do you ever throw that?
Oh, sure. Oh, we get together and tell all kinds of
Yeah.
stories. Yeah. Fun stories, not so fun
Absolutely.
stories. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Well, that's great to hear, Chris.
yeah.
Glad that went well.
Uh-huh. So how's this week gone?
Oh, it's been pretty good. It's been
Yeah,
fairly
where were
well.
you? Where were you Friday?
Friday, I was here.
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah. When the party started,
Oh,
the radio went off. Yeah, 5 o'clock. Yeah. Well, so what happened?
I sincerely apologize for my lapse of judgment. I feel like I'm getting grilled right now a little bit.
No, I'm not grilling you.
Okay, no, I know.
I just was curious to find out what
Chris,
was going on.
I'll tell you what happened. I was in production. I was cleaning up, also running some wires and some cables. Right. We had a certain cable, let's say, that ran from the bottom of the floor to the ceiling, and then went across the ceiling, and then draped back down. Totally unnecessary. And we talked about moving it, rerunning it, and just being like, there's no point for it to run into the ceiling like that. Let's just take it back out and run it straight down on the ground. It makes more sense that way. So anyways, I had some time, and I was like, let me get that, because like, I know that's something we talked about doing. Little did I know, Chris, that this cable was plugged.
Was necessary.
Well,
It was.
yes. Weirdly enough, yes. There was a way to do it that I didn't have to. I in retrospect, but I saw this cable was plugged into our emergency system, the Sage system, right? Emergency broadcast alert
Right,
system.
right.
So, anyways, I was like, okay, this is just, this is okay to disconnect for a temporary amount of time, because it's nice outside. There's no possible threats of tornadoes or anything like that. It's going to be unplugged for 5 minutes. We'll be back up and running. So anyways, I go ahead, I run it, take it out of the ceiling, run it on the floor, plug it back in. I thought everything was well off and fine. Little did I know my phone was blowing up at this moment, because it did.
I
Some
called
cables. I didn't know. I had no idea. I literally was, I was listening to some music. I was like, okay, this is almost done. Ta-da, it's finished. When I plugged it in, little did I know, Chris, that right next to the Sage system, there's a little tiny router with some cables going into the brick. The brick sends the signal or our audio to the tower and feeds it there. Little did I know, I bumped a router so lightly that the Ethernet cable that was plugged into it slightly got disconnected. It didn't even fall out, but it just got disconnected enough that it wasn't making contact. So at this point, me thinking everything is okay, we had John come in, not John Staten, but the other John, and he was like, so
Big John.
He was like, so what's going on here? And I was like, oh, what do you mean? And he was like, well, the signal's gone. he was like, there's no signal. And I was like, I was like.
Well, I knew it wasn't the electricity or anything. You could
of course not.
tell that it was still
It
on
was
the
something,
air.
yeah. I went ahead and I traced my steps, and I was like, this is the only cable I touched. And it's plugged back in. It should totally be working. And then anyways, I tested that signal from the cables that I reran, and it's playing the audio. The cables are fine. So it's like, it's plugged into the system. It's going out to the brick. Everything should be fine.
So you're here scratching your head.
Scratching my head.
Yeah.
And then finally, I'm desperate, and I'm just like looking at everything, and then I notice a little Ethernet cable came out when I was originally taking the cable out, XLR cables out, and I was so upset, Chris, at myself, because I did. I mean, it's a tiny little thing, and I mean. Granted, I should have waited for the Friday party to be over. I literally had no idea that these cables were feeding the brick, feeding the tower. I had no idea. It didn't look like that because it was connected just directly into the Sage. I didn't know that the Sage feeds the brick.
What's the brick?
The brick is like this piece of equipment that we have that feeds the audio in,
I
and
thought
it
we
sends
had
it.
hungry bricks around.
No. It's called the brick, but
Yes.
it's basically there's one here and one at the tower. We feed the one here and sends a signal to the tower. Little did I know that what's feeding the brick is the Sage EAS system.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was totally
Separate.
Yeah, but it makes sense because when the EAS system goes off, it cuts into the signal. So the only way for it to do that is if it was connected. If it ran first into the EAS, then into the brick. Anyways, Chris, my bad. I totally, fumbled the ball. I dropped the eggs. I messed up.
It's okay. You didn't intend to mess up.
And I don't think John knows. I don't think John Staten knows. He might know now. He's probably listening while he's driving here. And I've been very quiet about it. I haven't really mentioned it. And now, so it's okay. It's fine.
It's fine.
Everything ended up working out.
Okay. I'm glad of that. Yeah. So, actually things sound a little better. So,
Thank you, Chris.
You might have, when you went to all that stuff with the Ethernet and whatever thing, maybe you made it connect a little bit better.
Maybe I did.
You have to think positive about stuff like that, right? Right. Okay. We're at the bottom of the hour. In fact, it is 8:33, and we've got our weather forecast coming your way. It's brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. With over 30 years of banking experience, I'm here to help you finance your commercial, agricultural, or personal project. Give us a call at 391-1136 or stop by our downtown office at 216 North Main Street, where you'll find old school personal assistance with attention to detail. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, the weather forecast for South Side and Central Virginia for today. We will see a chance of showers, possibly a thunderstorm after 2 o'clock. We have a high near 76 degrees that's predicted. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely before 11 o'clock. Then a chance of showers between 11 and 2. Mostly cloudy with a low around 60 degrees. Chance of precipitation is at 60%. For Thursday, a chance of showers between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m. We should see partly sunny skies with a high near 84 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m. Otherwise partly cloudy with a low around 64. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Now Friday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. Otherwise partly sunny with a high near 88 degrees on Friday. West winds at 3 to 7 miles per hour. Precipitation chance is at 20%. Now Friday night, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 66. Precipitation chance at 20%. Saturday, still a chance of some thunderstorms and showers after 2 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 87. Chance of precip at 30%. And for Saturday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m. Otherwise partly cloudy with a low around 63. Precip chance is at 30%. And all of that just goes away. On Sunday, we'll see a high near 84 degrees. We'll see lots of sunshine with that on Sunday. Sunday night, partly cloudy, a low 57. Monday, sunny with a high near 83. Monday night, partly cloudy with a low of 56. And for Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 82 degrees. So that is your forecast in detail. Let's check our weather statistics here. Our humidity is at 75%, and we can expect, our humidity is at 90%. We can expect another 3/4 of an inch of rain coming through today. Our winds are light from the northeast. We had a low this morning of 62 degrees. We are currently cloudy and 65 degrees. That is your weather forecast on WFLO, brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County, with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. I'll tell you, I did buy a rain gauge this past weekend. Yay! And it measured just shy of 2 inches. And I left it in there because, we're possibly getting some more rain. But we had a nice thunderstorm around 6 o'clock, 6:15 yesterday, too. And there was lots of lightning and thunder rocking the house. But fortunately, I didn't lose power or anything like that. No trees came down or stuff like that. So it was a stormy night. All right, we've got our birthdays and perhaps anniversaries coming up. Sponsored by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, and business formations. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
We've got our birthdays, perhaps anniversaries coming up. We'll turn that over to Noah Massage. Noah, take it away.
All right, Chris. So today is this is the 14th already. All right. We have Gage Amos celebrating. Also, Alex Burgess. We have, let's see here. We have Shirley Robertson of Farmville, Virginia. Dolly Worthy of Farmville.
Dolly has a birthday today. Happy birthday to Dolly.
Big happy birthday to Dolly. And also Sally, is it Sallie? Sally? Is it Sally?
I'd say a Sally.
Sally? Lou Motley of Farmville celebrating birthday today. And this is an interesting one. It's Flossie. Flossie Blevins celebrating birthday today.
All right.
And we have anniversary. We have Jack and Lula. May Atkinson celebrating a birthday, or anniversary, I mean. And that's going to wrap it up for the birthday calendar, Chris.
All right, the Burgess guy. The Burgess girl? Burgess guy.
Yes.
Is it how you spell it?
Alex Burgess.
Burgess?
Mm-hmm.
This could be Burgess.
Burgess.
Like Burgess Meredith.
Oh,
Burgess.
true.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. One way or the other.
That's one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, tell us how they can get their names.
They can email them to birthdays@wflo.net. They can call in 434-394-0924, or they can go on our website under the On-Air Mentions page and submit birthdays directly from our website.
Okay. That sounds wonderful. And they can also call in. Did you mention that?
434-394-0924.
Okay. Very good. Birthday calendar brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, on Main Street in Farmville. All right, let's get to our recipe of the week. And it is tamarind glazed carrots. Now, not everybody likes carrots, but carrots are good for you. They've got a lot of antibiotics in them and, you know, all that good stuff that's good for your eyes. And so anyway, this recipe is an elegant dish, and it presents itself so well. So here we go with the ingredients for that. 3 14-ounce bunches of young carrots with tops, and that's about 2 pounds of carrots, young carrots. And 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of granulated garlic, or garlic powder, I guess it would be. 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. We have 3 tablespoons of olive oil divided, 2 1/4 teaspoons of kosher salt divided, 2 1/2 teaspoons of tamarind paste. Okay? All right. 2 tablespoons of honey, a teaspoon of coconut aminos, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. All right? That, the roasted carrots. Then a carrot top white bean dip to go on the top of that. 2 15-ounce cans of white beans, drained and rinsed. A cup of fresh carrot tops. I guess you can use those from the carrots that we're going to cook. Let's see, 1/2 cup of fresh cilantro leaves and tender stems, 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons of fresh mint leaves, and 3 cloves of garlic grated. All right, here we go. Oh, this the white bean dip continues. 1 small green Thai chili, that's Thai, Thai chili, chopped or to taste. 3/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/4 cup of ice cold water, and finely chopped red onion and fresh cilantro for garnish. Okay, here are the directions. Gather all the ingredients together. For the tamarind roasted carrots, preheat the oven to 425 degrees. Trim and scrub the carrots, reserving a cup of the carrot tops for the bean dip. Of course, that's what we mentioned earlier. Toss the carrots with ginger, granulated garlic, cayenne pepper, a tablespoon of the olive oil, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt on a large rimmed baking sheet. Let's see. Step 4 is to whisk together the tamarind paste, the honey, the coconut aminos, the black pepper, remaining 2 tablespoons of oil, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt in a small bowl until smooth, and you set that aside. Roast the carrots in the preheated oven until partially tender, about 20 minutes. Remove the carrots from the oven. Drizzle with about 1/4 cup of the tamarind mixture and turn to coat evenly. Return to the oven and continue roasting until the carrots are tender, brown, and sticky, about 5 minutes. Okay? Meanwhile, for the carrot top white bean dip, combine the white beans, carrot tops, cilantro, olive oil, mint, garlic, chili, and salt in a food processor. Process until mostly smooth, about a minute, stopping to scrape down the sides as needed. With the processor running, gradually pour in water and continue processing until the mixture is very creamy, about a minute. Spread the bean dip onto a serving platter and arrange the roasted carrots on top. Drizzle with remaining tamarind mixture to taste. Garnish with chopped red onion and fresh cilantro. And my mouth is watering.
Yes.
This particular recipe serves 6. Total cooking time is about an hour of prep time and cooking time. So it doesn't take a long time, but it sounds delicious.
It does sound quite good.
So anyway, we got that on our website for you to look at and savor. Okay. All right, let's see if we have a caller on the air. Good morning, you're on the Call Flo Show.
Well, good morning. So are you?
Yeah, hi, Henry. I'm sorry you had to wait so long.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's all right. You know, talking about recipes, do you have an idea when in history milk and beef were at the all-time high?
No.
Yeah, that was when the cow jumped over the moon.
Should have known that. Oh, that was a good one,
well.
Henry. That was a good one. I love that.
Oh, boy. Well, the moon, you know, is bankrupt because the man in the moon took his last quarter.
Okay, that's a good one.
And if you want to sell a skull, you'll have to talk to the head buyer.
Uh-huh. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. There was an automobile driver who hurt his neck trying to obey a highway sign. The sign said, "Curve ahead."
Okay.
And he kept trying.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Yeah, he was the guy that put a microphone in his shoe so he could hear soul music.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't know who said this, but he only said it once. He said, and I quote, "The ladies were so ugly, if you ran a quail through the room, the ladies would all point."
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. He had an apartment up front, and she had a flat behind.
Okay. Even Noah snickered at that one.
She hit him with a jumper cable. That gave him quite a start.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He soaked his watch in castor oil.
Mm-hmm.
And that gave his watch a better movement.
All right. I hate castor oil.
Yeah. when he held up his head, he used a gun.
Okay.
But you have to forgive him. He was an alcoholic.
Mm.
Even his temperature stayed high.
Oh, wow.
He never paid for his new suit of clothing. So now he's in court in a suitcase.
Okay. That's so corny.
That could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could happen. I have a little bit different kind of thing to tell you about this morning. And back in the mid or late 1950s, there was a square dance club with members from the Dillon area and some from Farmville. If I remember correctly, a lady from Dillon was the leader of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember if she was a Moss or a Shoemaker by name. I can still see her in my mind's eye, but I may have the name wrong. But every Saturday morning, a little bus would come from Dillon to Farmville and pick up the dancers
Mm-hmm.
and take them to Channel 13 in Lynchburg. At that time, it was WLVA,
Mm-hmm.
but later they became WSET.
Right.
Right, all right. So the dancers would go on TV live and dance from, I believe it was either from 2 p.m. till 3 p.m. or maybe 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And they would do that every Saturday. Now, the music was recorded, square dance music, and I don't remember who the figure caller was, but this show continued for a couple of years. And if anyone can correct or add to these memories, I'd appreciate a call. I can picture the lady from Dillon. I can picture her in my mind, but I can't quite put a name to her. It seems to me she used to work at a like a little diner or something there at Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
But if anybody could help me with that memory.
Could have been Moss. Nancy. Nancy Moss, maybe? I'm not sure.
Beg pardon?
Nancy Moss? Had
I'm sorry, dear.
Had Jack's restaurant, Jack's Place, something like that. I'm not sure, but anyway, when you said she helped out at a diner or an eatery place, I got
at Dillon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if anybody could remember that or help clarify that, my number is 414-0096.
Okay.
And I'd appreciate a call.
All right.
A whole bunch.
All right.
And thank you, and we'll hope to talk to you tomorrow.
All right. We'll look forward to it.
Thank you.
Take care. God bless.
All right. God
Bye-bye.
bless. Bye-bye.
All right, that was Henry.
Yeah.
Had some one-liners there for us, plays on words.
Yeah.
I can't. My brain doesn't work like that. But
Yeah.
anyway. Okay, so anybody who can help Henry out as far as the square dances, I don't know. I'm just thinking it was Nancy Moss, but I can be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Jack. I think Jack was her husband's name, Jack Moss. Okay, our time is 8:52. We are working on this Wednesday. It's the 14th day of May. We're already halfway through the month of May. It's ridiculous.
I don't know what to say about that, Chris.
It's
It's
ridiculous.
crazy.
Yeah, it is. So have you got press club duties tonight?
Yeah. The open mic is tonight. You should come on out, play an instrument.
That'll never happen.
Well, Chris, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, well. Like I said, My mind doesn't work like that. I mean, I can carry a tune like if it was an alto type thing, but nah. Anyway, we'll take another caller here. Good morning. You're on the Call Flo Show.
Well, good morning, people.
Well, hi.
Hello.
Notice how he didn't say good morning, men, because there's a lady on the show.
Well, yeah, I hope
I'm surprised.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
All right, okay.
I know,
I'm gonna leave
but,
now.
The thing is, I know. We never know what the others are identifying as that day, so
I
maybe I
know.
should just say people, or that may even be wrong.
No.
Just say, hey, hello.
Hello.
But,
Say, hey there, fella. Hey there, gal.
Wow. I haven't heard them in such a long time. Some of those fun words.
Yeah, some of those fun words.
Are you in there with a pen and pencil, Noah, jotting this stuff down for tonight's act?
Yep, I'm ready.
Some of his jokes you're snitching?
Sure.
Or one-liners?
Yep, I got a
Okay.
list. I got the, I got them all here,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still do a request?
Oh, like song
During the
request?
day, yeah, that was kind of towards the end of the day.
Oh yeah, anytime I'm on, I like to open up the phone line for people. I won't be on in this evening. This evening it will be John, and then the next evening, and then the one after that will be John. But yeah.
So if you're on, you can just call for a request.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, Monday and Tuesday from 4 to 6. That's the time to call in for a song request. I'm usually by the phone somewhere. I can see it flashing or going off, so that would be a good time to call.
Well, you had a guest on, or not really a guest, but we've got a new DJ?
Kind of, sort of. Yeah. No, CJ Oswald, also known as Clifton.
Clifton.
He works at Press Club. He does a lot of the event booking there, and he's really interested in doing a radio show, playing some of his, the music that he really enjoys on a Wednesday, between like 4 and 6. So he will be doing a little run starting June. Every Wednesday he'll be on from 4 to 6, doing a little live drive show, kind of playing some music, talking about it. So.
I like the live drive at 5.
It's great. It's a great hour.
It is a great hour. Yeah. Do you listen to that?
I think I might. Yes, check it out. So, who's going to decide whether or not he is a keeper? So, do the patrons call in and say, "Oh, his music sucks," and this is...
We're gonna take a poll. We're gonna take a poll. It's gonna be a fan-based poll. Callers can call in and vote on whether we keep CJ or not. Sorry, Chris is.
So would you be nervous if it was a keep Noah or not call?
I would be nervous, 100%.
You biting your nails. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You got your sister calling and your mom.
And your nana?
Oh yeah, can't forget about Nana.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to meet her.
No, I think he really.
No, he has
got
a nice
personal.
voice.
He's
I
got a
was
good
listening
voice.
to him. He has a nice voice. He has a nice presence. He keeps things tight,
Yeah.
and that's what What is he has a sense of good timing,
Yes.
and that's essential.
Did you notice any things that you didn't like?
No.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Well, I was just asking,
Yeah.
for
I didn't listen
Sure,
the whole hour and everything, but I keep the radio on all day, even when I'm not home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do. Keep it on for the birds.
And
Keep it on for Iggy. Keep it on for me.
On Flo. Okay.
Call Flo. Yeah, keep the radio on.
Yeah.
On the station.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's tasteful.
I love the music too. It makes me happy. So I hope everybody else who listens, it makes them happy. Anyway.
Oh.
It's nice to have it. Well, let me tell you, it's very nice, and we're very lucky to have a local community radio station. And we need as much support as we can get. And I think that FarmvilleNow.com. I was playing bridge with a lady yesterday, and she loves the newsletter, the Thursday newsletter that comes out. She's subscribed to that. She was raving about it, and the more people talk and start listening, I think the more that they will appreciate having a local radio station.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's very non-political and non-trashing the community. It's try to be more on the positive side.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep. Being negative
Yeah.
takes a lot of energy, just like we had
Yeah.
on a Farmer's Almanac this
Exactly,
morning.
yeah.
Having a grudge or whatever, it's not good for you. So
Yeah.
think happy thoughts.
Oh.
Yeah. So how are your goats?
Oh, they are. They're good. Yes, they're good. We still do our walks in the evenings.
Oh, how sweet.
I know they're bad. Not bad, and they just are.
How are they on the
I
leash?
think they just wander with me.
I figured
They don't
so.
stray very far. Them and
figured
the I've got a dog. Sometimes two dogs go with me, but one.
Yeah.
So dog kind of chases them around. Almost seems like he's herding them or something.
Right. I was going to ask you if, he was
No.
doing a little herding there.
But
That's good.
yeah, they're itching to be brushed. Once you start brushing them, then they all go wacky. Then the next one in line, and then they just fight for the. But
Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, we about have run out of time. So
10 seconds left.
yeah. So you have a wonderful day and call us tomorrow.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
Yes, thank you very much.
Take care. All right. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
All right. I meant to ask him how much rain he'd gotten, but
Yeah.
we'll save that for tomorrow.
We will indeed.
All right.
All right, Chris.
Take care, Noah.
Yeah. Looking
All
forward to that NAACP event.
And you're looking forward to my married shrimp. Yeah,
I'm
marry
also,
shrimp,
yes,
right?
that as well. That as well.
Okay.
So,
Because I bought all the ingredients I have.
I'm looking forward to it,
Okay,
Chris. You
all
got the
right.
feta.
I got the feta.
All right, good. You're going to want it.
Absolutely. Take care.
Shalom.
All right. Bye-bye.